It was supposed to be a harmless joke, or at least that's what I told myself when I said it. But looking back now, I realize that some words don't just cut, they shatter something that can never be repaired. Ethan and I had been married for 5 years. We weren't perfect, but we were good, or at least, I thought we were. We had a rhythm, a quiet comfort that came from years of knowing each other inside out. But lately, things had started to shift. We argued more, laughed less. Every small misunderstanding turned into a cold silence. I blamed stress, long work hours, and the pressure of trying to start a family. I didn't see how fragile things had already become. It happened at his parents' anniversary dinner. His family was warm and loud, the kind that teased each other over old stories. His father, Richard, was a retired military man, tall, confident, always the center of attention. Everyone adored him, including me. He had a charming way of talking, a natural authority that made people listen. As the wine flowed and laughter filled the room, someone made a joke about how Ethan was turning into his old man. His mother laughed and said, "Oh, they're practically identical." Everyone joined in. I don't know what possessed me, maybe the wine, maybe the tension I'd been carrying for weeks, but I smirked and said lightly, "Well, not identical, there are some differences." The room fell silent for a heartbeat. His father chuckled awkwardly, trying to brush it off. But Ethan froze. His eyes darkened, not with confusion, but with something colder. "Excuse me," he asked, voice low. I realized instantly what it sounded like, what I had implied. My cheeks burned. I tried to laugh it off. "Oh my God, Ethan, I didn't mean, it was a joke, come on." But it was too late. His jaw tightened, and he put down his glass slowly. Right. A joke. The rest of the dinner was unbearable. His parents exchanged awkward glances, his mother tried to change the subject, but the damage was done. Ethan didn't say another word all night. When we got home, the silence was deafening. He walked straight to the bedroom, unbuttoning his shirt without looking at me. I followed him, desperate to explain. "Ethan, please, I swear I didn't mean it like that." He turned sharply. "Then how did you mean it, Mia?" I froze. It was just stupid humor. I was trying to be funny. By humiliating me in front of my parents? His voice cracked slightly, not from anger, but from hurt. I stepped closer. "It wasn't like that. You know I would never." He cut me off. "Do you have any idea what that sounded like? You made it sound like you were comparing me to my father, like you've been close enough to know the difference." My throat went dry. I realized how terrible it sounded. The way his father had laughed, the way everyone had gone silent, it was all flashing back in mortifying detail. "Ethan, I swear to you, that wasn't what I meant," I said, my voice shaking. It slipped out. I was nervous, I didn't think. He laughed bitterly. "You didn't think?" "Yeah, that sounds about right." We didn't sleep that night. He stayed in the living room, staring at the dark ceiling, and I sat by the window, replaying my words over and over, wishing I could take them back. By morning, he was gone. I found a note on the counter, "Don't call me. I've had enough of being disrespected." I thought he just needed space. I gave him a day, then 2. I sent messages, apologies, explanations, all unanswered. It wasn't until the 3rd day that I got the email from his lawyer. Petition for divorce. My stomach dropped. I called him immediately, hands shaking. He answered after several rings, his voice calm but distant. "Ethan, please," I begged, "you can't be serious. Over one stupid joke?" He was quiet for a long moment before saying, "It wasn't just a joke, Mia. It was what it revealed." "What do you mean?" I asked through tears. "I mean you don't respect me anymore. You haven't for a while. You talk over me, mock me, make light of things that matter. And last night, You didn't just embarrass me, you showed me exactly how little you think of me. I felt the weight of his words crush me. That's not true, Ethan. I love you. I was angry, and I said something stupid. He sighed. You can't unsay what you said. You turned me into a punchline in front of my father, Mia. Do you even know what that did to me? I wanted to argue, to defend myself, but I couldn't. He was right. It wasn't the words alone, it was the history behind them, the tension, the way we'd been drifting, the way I'd started using sarcasm instead of affection. That one sentence had just exposed everything that had been rotting underneath. Days passed. Then weeks. I tried everything, called his friends, reached out to his mother, even sent him a handwritten letter. Nothing worked. When we finally met at the lawyer's office, he looked like a stranger. Calm, composed, eyes hollow but resolute. Please, Ethan, I whispered, tears slipping down my cheeks. You're really ending us over this? He looked at me with sadness, not anger. No, Mia. I'm ending us because you stopped being kind. You stopped seeing me as someone you could hurt. He signed the papers without hesitation. When he left, I sat there staring at the blank space where his signature now lay beside mine. My hands trembled as I realized that one careless moment, one cruel, thoughtless joke, had ended the life we built. Months later, I ran into his mother at a grocery store. She gave me a polite smile, the kind that carries both pity and disappointment. Before walking away, she said softly, he deserved better than to be laughed at by the woman he loved. I went home and cried for hours. Not because I lost him, but because I destroyed something good without even realizing it. Now, whenever people say words don't hurt, I think of that night, of the silence that followed my joke, of his face turning pale, of the morning I woke up to find our marriage gone. He didn't leave because I compared him to his father. He left because that one cruel sentence revealed the truth. Somewhere along the way, I'd stopped treating him like the man I fell in love with, and started treating him like a punchline. By morning, he'd filed for divorce. And I learned, too late, that some jokes cost more than forgiveness, they cost forever.